That's what I love about music, is being able to take inspiration and listen and talk and dissect these things and get like, and now I can take the tools that were used in this project or whatever, and it inspires me on the creation.
And even when you think the song is done, when you feel like you've written everything, and then just going back and taking the time to re-listen to it, and not just because you want to put it out because you think it's hot. Like,
Yeah.
take the time to really just sit on it. So there are a bunch of songs that I've written and that I've started, and then I'm like, no, this isn't the vibe right now.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, we'll come back to it. And it's like, okay, I know it sounds good. It has a great tune to it. It's catchy, but it isn't finished.
I got
So
you.
then,
So that way it keeps the listener's attention.
right.
How you don't start off a song with the same thing. It's like you don't start off with guitar, piano, and everything like that, and just have it stay the same or have those same instruments and all that. The things that make these songs so catchy and makes them stick with us so much is the full picture that they're used to create.
Right.
And I was like, shoot, man. So he was like, so now your homework is go listen to Taylor Swift. I'm like, my gosh. But I mean, he had a point. So that's why I always say, like,
I mean, I didn't really listen to her a lot
Mhm.
when she first came out. I
Yeah.
think I appreciated it more in the past couple of years, with her folklore music that she released
Okay.
in the past couple of years ago. And the way that she just told a story on each song, that's what just, grabbed my attention. I was like, wow, like, this is what everyone's been talking about with her.
Mhm.
I see what they say. Like, I know she's hyped up a lot of times because of the young people love her. But it's just when you really, like you said, dissect and listen to what she's talking about, and the way that she describes a story, and the way that she tells like a story that may be the same thing but in 20 different ways, it's like, wow,
Mhm.
I have
Exactly.
respect for that.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. There's a song by her
Mhm.
on one of her albums that man, I was just listening to a podcast and they were talking about it because I thought I was the only one that felt this way. I'm gonna figure out which one it is. I'm always ranting and raving about it. But man, it is one of those songs that is produced so beautifully,
Mhm.
and her vocals sound so amazing that I've been trying to deep dive into like figure out her like the process for it. And it's like there's artists, that's what I love about music, is being able to take inspiration and listen and talk and dissect these things and get like, and now I can take the tools that were used in this project or
Mhm.
whatever, and it inspires me on the creation. And
Yeah.
it's like it's funny because people don't know it, but the whole world's basically collaborating on a on a journey of music.
Right.
Everybody's like, you're inspiring other artists with your music and the way that you approach things, the way that you tell stories, the way that you write will inspire somebody else that listens to it,
Mhm.
whether it be on a serious level where it's like, yeah, write a song called Healing, where it's like, well, you don't never know what somebody's dealing with at that time.
Right.
And sometimes you have that song that just hits,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh man, you know what? This is that resonates with me.
Mhm.
And then sometimes you have that feel good music where it's just like, you know what? This is just what I needed to uplift me
Yeah.
and just kind of make it, take you up.
Yeah.
But you got to have an approach when it comes to that. And I think that as a songwriter, because you write all your own music, right?
Yes, sir.
You're as a songwriter, it's like, okay, cool. Like there's a moment where you have to sit down and take out the pen and put in the
Yes.
work.
Yes.
And you're like, man,
And
and
even when you
hopefully you can tell that story.
and even when you think the song is done, when you feel like you've written everything, and then just going back and taking the time to re-listen to it,
Hmm.
and not just because you want to put it out because you think it's hot. Like,
Yeah.
take the time to really just sit on it for a
Hmm.
couple weeks. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So I try to make sure like I'm not over analyzing, but yet I'm still like, let's tell a story, but let's make it playful. Let's make
Hmm.
it serious. Let's make it this and that. So I like to take my time, and sometimes I tend to take longer just because it's like I don't feel like, if I feel like it's not done, then I'm like, no, let
Hmm.
me, toss it away for a minute and then come back to it
I gotcha.
till I can then write what it's supposed to say.
Yeah. Do you have any pieces that you like that maybe you're holding on to that you're like, man, at some point I'm gonna finish this, I'm gonna have the inspiration or whatever like that is gonna take me to get to that point. But now I gotta sit this down and work onto this next piece.
all
But
the
you don't
time.
want to abandon the child because you're like, what it is right now, I love it,
Yeah.
but it's just not complete.
Yeah.
And you get that. Do you ever do any collaboration with anybody? Maybe have somebody come in, phone a friend, and be like, "Hey, come in. I need
All the
help with that."
time. So sometimes when I'm overthinking, I tend to send it out to people.
Mm,
As far as like my cousins, as far as like super close friends of mine, like, and I'll sit there and be like, okay, let me know what you think,
hmm
because I'm like, I'm not one of those people like, you tell me and then I'm offended, but
Yeah.
like, I really want to know. So that way it's like, how can I be better? How can I do something better? How can I sound better in this part, or this part isn't making sense, or this isn't adding up? So there are a bunch of songs that I've written and that I've started. And then I'm like, no, this isn't the vibe right now.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, we'll come back to it. And it's like, okay, I know it sounds good. It has a great tune to it. It's
hmm
catchy, but it isn't finished.
I got
So
you.
then I'm like, okay, move on to the next, and then something else is easier to write.
hmm
And I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
let's just, this was easy.
What do you think makes one song easier to write than the other?